And hello and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. Last time we did a bunch of Reverie corridor stuff, and this time I want to get back into the story. One thing I did end up doing is I made sure everyone had accessories. I also went, just because, tried to make sure that I had a few of the new people in each group set up. For C's group, I already had Duvali set up. Arios seemed decently set up just where he had been given, so I didn't really touch him too much. For Reen's group, we had Laura and Fee as the main big ones being added. I think we also have Crow, but I didn't really touch him too much because I was mainly aiming for like 2 per group to sort of target as like the main ones I set up. Because there's just going to be like some that I don't really have a notable plan for, and I'm not setting up everyone for, ultimately. That's just where my mindset is there. But I had already set up Laura, and to an extent, Fee, who isn't amazingly set up, but I did set her up. With that in mind, I hadn't really done anything for Lloyd's group, so I went and decided to sort of focus on making Noelle a bit of a support character. Forte and Passionate Earth Pulse, all this Assault Gauge CP up, as well as El Cannon for healing, as well as making her pretty powerful strength-wise with a bit of defense and adamantine shield and speed, and just making her generally pretty good as just an all-around support character to complement everyone else without being particularly a massive heavy hitter in her own right, despite having actually pretty good strength, all things considered. For Randy, I decided to go probably a bit of a weird direction, just because I already have so many sort of like CP level stuff. Speaking of Randy, he actually did originally have Regulus as his Master Quartz, which increased CP when damage multiplied by 4, which goes along with her 4.25 CP multiplied when damage. I don't know if these stack, and I think they should, given the fact that they put them on the first line of each. So I think it's times 16. Times... Oh no. Fractions. No, times 17. I think it's times 17 or so CP when damage at the moment, if these do properly stack. At the very least, times 7.25, if they stack in a different way for Laura. So I did switch that over on her, so I did change that a little bit. Instead of having her be able to revive herself, I made it so that the damage is just like, every time she gets damaged, it's just constantly... It is just straight up constantly giving her CP enough to be firing off S-Crafts 24/7. For Randy, he has a good strength. Actually, similar ballpark as Noelle at the moment. And I mainly focused on criticals, actually. Criticals and speed. The idea of giving him a relatively high speed with high crits, as well as stat downs and damage up via criticals, as well as some speed and like breath. Like breath was the big one. Breath and Mercuria were the big ones that I wanted off of giving him that. So basically, yeah, I mainly focus on speed and crit, and he also got quite a bit of strength along the way as part of this, as well as getting... Yeah, this was mainly crit and speed, and hers was more about HP up as well. I also tried to make her somewhat bulky with defense and that. Noelle, I just tried to make her sort of into a tank that can do a lot of stuff without, without dying, that sort of thing. That's what I ended up sort of making her. Because that's sort of the thought process. Lloyd's like the proper, like, just hit me with your best shot. Noelle's sort of like the support there. Randy's out there getting a bunch of, Noelle's also getting Assault Gauge up. Randy's out there getting BP up via a bunch of crits. Rixia is the, evasion tank. Ellie is the healer. Tio is, I think, also technically a healer, if I remember how I set her up way back when, just because I didn't have multiple people on me at the time. Yeah, I also sort of set her up as healer. That might change sometime in the nearest future if I actually get around to setting her up, because I haven't had her in the party in a while. And then, am I forgetting someone? I feel like I'm forgetting someone in the crossbow group. There's so many faces to look at here. I did some very basic setups on Toa and Machias, just because like I do like them, but I feel like I want to use, like I said, I focused on a couple. Noelle and Randy were the ones I wanted to pull in for the Lloyd group one, along with the other people that I had with me, so the others can be decent and complimentary. So, with that in mind, I think I'm in a good place. I do actually feel as though, just because I went around doing stuff, I might as well make sure everyone's CP is topped off, because I don't remember if this actually transfers. I think it does. Like, I could technically come in here and do the Celestial Tree, like, in the middle of an act if I really wanted to, maybe, I think. Either way. With that in mind, my goal for how I'm going to be going through the remainder of Act 4... I was thinking about how I wanted to do it, and my thought process was, last time I finished the first Lloyd, and the last two acts I had finished with Lloyd's and Reen, so I want to aim for C's route to be the last one I finish, and I haven't just come out and done Reen's route out the gate after one of these reveries in quite some time, so I decided I wanted to do that. Has nothing to do with the story or anything. I just decided, hey, I want the act conclusions to be like who gets the act conclusions just to be a little different each time, right? I don't want to be constantly doing the same order, just because I feel like that'll be interesting to mix it up like that. Okay. What are we doing again? Head to the oh, right. People showed up. Oh, right. And I also have multiple of these now. That's a promising concept. This does actually make me feel like Lloyd's team might get a few more people now that I look at it. Because they're, yeah, not great on that front at the moment. And as you notice, I did, well before doing like the last number of episodes, I did go through and basically use all my EXP items to try to get everyone up just a bit, level-wise. Obviously so much I can do on that, but still. The other thing that helps with setups is like Yuna got set up as part of the trial stuff, so she has a decent setup at the moment too. It seems more populated on live. Hello, group. Dad! Hey, sweetheart. I hear you're all heading into the park. We got rid of the barrier for you, so feel free to go through anytime. Thanks, Matthew. We appreciate it. Top of things like always, I see. Sure saves us the trouble of not having to explain everything. Do you know much about the state of affairs inside the park itself? Unfortunately, no. We employees were completely barred from entering it ourselves. Ever since the Ebon Defense Force put up that barrier, we've been in the dark just as much as you all. Fair enough. In some ways, that's telling. Whatever's out there, we'll take care of it, no sweat. Just hang tight till we've got things under control and we've confirmed the coast is clear, alright? Will do. Sorry to ask so much of you guys. Be safe. Doesn't particularly look like anything's different. Indeed, though the lack of people makes for quite the odd feeling in and of itself. Wait a sec. Eyes up! Something's coming from above! What? A missile? No, that's not right. Hello?
Humans, leave at once. This is our kingdom.
Oh, is this the same thing we fought in that? Oh, it's gonna be a boss fight. Okay, let's go.
Miss Schneider?
Oh my goodness. If I played just a little bit more, I would have known that from the freaking quiz.
What's going on?
I don't think that's a mascot Mishi anymore. Doesn't look like anyone's inside from where I'm standing.
Oh my goodness, it's an archaism. No, it's one of the fake people.
Can you not hear me? Leave at once. This is the paradise of dreams. We have freed ourselves from human rule.
I think they're trying to give a very, admittedly weak, but still a cover story for why people should stay away if anyone did wander past the barrier. What in the goddess's name is it going on about? It's acting like it's a lord who's claimed its sovereignty or something. Precisely. Choose to remain dreaded, humans, and there will be consequences. I shall annihilate you. Hold on. Why does it have to come to that? Are you supposed to be a friend to humanity, Mecha Mishi? No, Miss Schneider. How do you know that name? It was in the lore book. He reacted. Fine, I shall listen to what you have to say. Wait, what, really? But only if you find the various pieces of M's treasure hidden throughout this precious land. Wait, what? M's what now? Vera! Okay, how about we just, like, go to wherever... Whatever. When the heck just happened? Beats me. A mental body with flight capabilities. And on top of that, it seemed capable of communication after a certain point. You know, there is a good point. Didn't they say someone at the Rower Institute Technology sent that over back during the daydream? Was that really Mecha Mishi? I heard something from Randy. Apparently, there's an incident a little while ago where Mecha Mishi went berserk. Berserk? Evidently, there was a mega hardcore fan at the Rower Institute Technology, and they made a fully robotic Mishi. It was gifted to Michelin, but went haywire due to a mysterious virus. And you think that's it? No, the robot was returned to the Institute after the incident, but it could still be the same robot. If the superfan was actually involved in all this stuff. I have my doubts that it was that advanced. Well, it could also be a new model. So we're back to square one then. The one thing we know for sure is that that thing doesn't seem to be a theme park attraction. It's almost like it was alive. Creepy vibes. Yuna, are you okay? This isn't related to Mecha Mishi, but there is something on my mind. The M's treasure it mentioned earlier. Is that part of a long-lost event that was supposed to happen at Michelin 2 years ago? What do you mean long-lost? Well, it was scheduled to be held during the park's opening, but it got delayed and all the craziness merging with the Empire and just kind of went poof. If I remember correctly, the idea was that if you find the items hidden in a bunch of spots around Michelin, your dream will come true. Well, that seems like an actually dumb theme park attraction, because that would definitely, result in people just stealing random shit. Because they don't know if it's technically the right thing, or blah blah blah, or they just feel like using it as an excuse. I can just imagine it. That's what Dad told me anyway. I see. Then this Mecha Mishi is trying to reenact the event. I get the feeling something else is going on here. Either way, we are going to investigate the area. At least we have something to look for now. Indeed. Let's do the rounds. Jeez, things are getting weird. I will say, way back when, with Ren's Potter Modder, I remembered the name. Potter Modder. And it's sort of almost semblance, sentience elements of it that we I remember us talking about that and being like, oh, I wonder if machines can develop sentience and that sort of stuff, and consciousness and souls are just a potentially manufactured thing. I do wonder if this might be expanding upon some of those ideas. Well, that feels telling. What a reenactment. Green, look! Yeah, that feels... Do my eyes deceive me, or is that a statue? Or is that statue a gargoyle? I doubt it's the real deal, but still, it's not something you want to see. Okay, so this is basically the first boss from Cold Steel. It looks like it's holding something in its mouth, too. I think that might be one of the treasures. Doesn't look like it plans on coming down anytime soon. This is bad. Ferris wheels assemble the entire park. Guys, I need your help. I want to take that thing out without damaging the ride itself. I can't let Michelin come to harm. Yuna? Sure, no problem. Seems like you've already got a plan of attack worked out, though. We're in trouble if that thing gets away anyways. We need to take it down here, quick. We should post some people around the perimeter so it can't slip away. Sound good? Works for me. And... now. Yeah! I was just like, jump off the freaking Ferris wheel. Take this! No, to go for its wings. Right, let's clip the sucker. Wow. Ellie, on it. Yeah. Are we actually... interesting. To have us not fight it, instead giving us like a little cinematic. That's interesting. Once again, justice prevails. Oh, looks like we... oh no, it's getting back up. Setup was good. The coup de grace was something else. Man, that came quick. Yeah, that's our Divine Blade, showing us how it's done. It's easy to forget that he actually is technically a Divine Blade, even after that Arios thing. I didn't even see him. I need to take up my training a notch, or you're going to outpace me before I know it, Reen. Trust me. You won't be eating my dust anytime soon. I still have plenty to learn myself. The more naked we are, the more we learn. Okay, let's take off some of these clothes. I still don't have my answer, but all I can do is keep moving forward. Right, that was the whole question about, ooh, head. Interesting. That was the whole it's been a while and a half. The whole question about him, like, allowing himself to enjoy life instead of blaming him for all the problems that have resulted from the thing that he blames himself for that really is only, like, partially his fault. I suspect that would be the case. It makes you wonder who would make such a thing and why. It's definitely concerning, but worrying about it right now won't get us anywhere. Let's keep looking for the remaining treasures. Gotcha. Oh no, am I gonna have to do the minigame maybe? Ooh, that's a scary thought. The horror coaster. Things seem fine at first glance, but we should probably check inside the building just to be sure. Indeed, we must be thorough. It's pretty spacious inside. If the coaster's still operational, it might be faster to just ride it. It's kind of like a cop-out, but you're probably right. Let's get to it then. What is this weird vibe I'm getting? I guess I'll just have to set it aside for now. If I remember correctly, this is where... So many random things have happened in this park over the course of the series. A reenactment of a long-lost event, eh? I suppose that's certainly a possibility. Because this is where the fortune-telling was originally, right? Man. The horror coaster, we need to investigate here. Sure, right? Come on, little sis. Let's go have fun together. As I apparently have to actually go through this.
Embarking.
Oh, I don't remember what that. Okay. Weird. I feel like I'm doing better than I have in the past. I've only missed one, albeit... I guess I am still technically keeping up a chain? Nope, this is 3. Oh. How do I even get a chain up in the first place? Whatever. No one cares. No one actually cares. Actually, did we get... Oh, hello. Is that a gargoyle? I was about to say, did we ever have like a boss fight in this maybe? Never thought I'd find one that plays like this. 5 strikes from the coaster gun is as strong as like ever... Okay. Yes, these guns aren't going to take it out. Oh, I was about to say, like 5 shots from the coaster gun is as strong as like everyone going all out with their S-crafts against the monster. Good thing I decided to follow after you. Oh, good thing I decided to follow after you. Crow? Yeah, I had a feeling it'd come to this. This does feel familiar. Seeing as this is the horror cast coaster and all, let's finish this thing off guns blazing. So dumb. That's pretty ridiculous. But at least we got what we were looking for, a piece of M's treasure. The mini games in this series are very... As someone who probably isn't like a fan of those types of games in the first place, it's like, it's not the worst thing in the world to go through them. They're just sort of like, That gargoyle, is it just me, or was it exactly like the statue that used to be here? Right. Almost like the statue got up and started moving on its own accord. Didn't we see that literally happen in the... Again, I'm reminded of like the very first boss at the beginning of Cold Steel. Maybe not the very first one, but like the first one when you're going through like the orientation thing. There was like a special name. Orienteering? Maybe? I think that's what it was. I remember that being a thing where like a gargoyle like came to life. Like that was like legitimately it was just a thing that happened. It was all mechanical. Someone must have swapped the damn thing in. Talk about putting in the work. Huh. We should keep this in mind going forward. It was? Okay. Oh, there's 2 of them that were here. What's with those monsters? They're not gonna break into here, are they? Monsters? You don't think they mean? Most likely. Let's make our way to the beach and see what's going on. Right. Yeah. I assume it'll be... Is the beach that way? It is. I forget my orientations. Over here, come on, hurry! Dad, you're okay? What happened? I'm not sure. They appeared out of nowhere and started attacking. Okay, so we have 4 of them now. Gargoyles. And not just 1 this time, but 2 of them. Here they come! Save this trouble of going to them. Everyone, prepare to intercept. Couldn't make this easy, could they? Okay, now we get to fight them. I was thinking like I was thinking that it would make some semblance of sense to like design the like it would design the entire like system that you have here of like you do one that's a cutscene, the other's a mini game, and the other's like an actual fight. So you're not like as tedious. It has some sense to it, basically.
Threat eliminated.
There you go.
Finally.
I must continue to
Easy peasy.
train.
Oh yeah. I'm basically basing her around S-Crafts when we get a strength in
I
S-Craft.
did it!
Body. Fun. Thank you all for getting this whole situation back under control. We really appreciate it. I still don't understand what just happened, though. Oh, yeah, there's the electrical element of it. We can't say anything for certain yet. All we know is that there's clearly something strange happening inside the park. I suggest keeping this area off limits to guests for now, just as a precaution. Of course, we can do that. Promise you'll be careful in there. You know where to find me if you need anything. Thanks, Dad. Don't worry. I promise we'll get to the bottom of this. I will say. Looks like we finally have all 3 pieces of treasure. I mean, head, body, and tail. Wait a second. You don't think? Worth a shot. See if we can get them to fit together. Is it gonna be Mishy or something? Oh, it's just Mish Schneider again. Like he just like broke himself up and had the gargoyles go and like move him around. With that in mind, though, it is interesting because it feels like we're going along with whatever they want, right? Whoever set this up, we're doing what they want. Oh, that's interesting. It's just a plushie. Is that a limited edition Mishy figure? So this is Michelin Wonderland's hidden treasure. I suppose it makes sense as an event reward. Do you think Mecha Mishy will listen to what we have to say now? It's hard to say. I don't understand what the point of us making us do this in the first place was. Regardless, we're not going to find out by standing around here. Let's head back to the park plaza. Indeed.
It appears you have found M's treasure. You have overcome your trial. You have my congratulations.
This was a trial?
If it really does understand human language, then... Could you tell us what's going on here? What's your objective in forcibly recreating an unused event?
This is no event, and I still plan on annihilating you humans. In honor of your good manners, I merely took pity on you. But now I have no choice. I shall be your final trial.
So we gotta whoop its tail for it to explain what's going on.
Yeah, everything we did was sort of pointless, but it did reveal
In
the
that
electronic
case,
elements.
game on, Miss Schneider.
We must commence the final trial.
If you say so. Probably still a good one to start with.
It's my turn! Now!
They're mine. Showtime. You got this.
I'll take over.
No! Rocket burn!
It's my turn. Huh?
Let's go!
Pumped up. You got this.
Watch and learn. All for one?
And one for all.
Okay, all together now.
Get it. Thing.
It's my turn! Roar! Healing strike!
Whatever.
I'll handle this.
There.
It's my turn!
All right.
Fun. Crack.
Let's go! It's down! Let's go, everyone!
Yes.
I'll handle this. Off balance! Green strike!
Got it!
Behold!
Make a wishy with Mishy!
Behold!
I must best these humans!
All right. All yours.
Switching in. Charging.
Thanks. Let's go. Roar! Helix strike! It's down!
An opening!
You will see how serious I am!
Yeah, I thought it might be doing
Here I
that.
come. Awesome.
Rocket burn!
Fool! It's down!
An opening!
Uh-oh.
Let's go!
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Let's go!
How many turns of that does she have? 2 more? That's fun.
Arcus, activate!
Thank you. My turn. Behold!
Not on my watch!
Ha!
It's my turn!
Hit all of us. That actually is pretty funny.
Hang it!
It's my turn!
Fun. Rat.
My turn.
Ah.
Not on my watch! Fool!
Be-
There.
How dare you, humans!
That wasn't too
We
bad.
did pretty good.
That wasn't too bad at all. That's good.
I did it.
She is like my only art attacker, though.
Not bad.
Her being my only art attacker does limit my, it does mean that they sort of need to build the, enemies to be a bit more physically, vulnerable.
However, you humans will never earn my respect. Now that it has come to this, I shall annihilate all of us using my self-destruct function.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, what?
No! Why would you do that?
Why, you ask? You need not look any further than the rage that continues to burn within my mechanical heart.
Sincerely emotional music. Go.
What?
Long ago, I lived happily among my younger siblings as Miss Schneider. But one day, I was caught by an evil human and had my body modified. They forced me to do all manner of vile deeds.
I can't believe it.
That's why now that I have my memories back, I seek to create a land of dreams without humans, where nobody will be hurt.
So he's being caught by humans, the being a mascot part, or are you talking about Ouroboros or the other guys doing something?
If that is not to pass, then I have no recourse but to give my very life in a final act of revenge.
Is that really what you want?
You think me a liar!
Mishi and Michette. They're supposed to be your siblings in your backstory, right?
Yeah. Remember backstory.
Then how come I haven't seen them once? You keep talking about this newfound kingdom of yours, but where are they? I'll tell you. They're not here because they don't accept what you're doing.
Oh, my little brother and sister adore human children. That's why I kept them at a distance, so they wouldn't have to see me like this. Once I've finished creating our kingdom, I'm sure they'll understand. At least, I'd hoped they would. But perhaps I'm wrong. I know this because even in my mechanical heart, a certain feeling persists. The feeling of wanting to make children happy, despite what my body has become.
Oh, Miss Schneider. There's still time to make things right.
Does his backstory just have, like, why he's a robot is because of his backstory and people... I don't even know.
If you want to, that is. And I'm sure your brother and sister want the same thing.
I'm gonna know. It feels like Reen's over there like, okay, let's play along. And Yuna's just like, yes, we're doing this. And Tio is just out there being like, why can't I be a part of this act instead?
You are kind, but I must take responsibility for my actions. Take this. You have the right to move forward.
Oh my, just the walk animation.
Oh.
But steel your hearts. What awaits you is the true king of the new world. Yes, the one to rule over what is to come. The one who is the source of us all. Your reason for being will undoubtedly be questioned.
What do you...
The choice to proceed is yours. Do as you will. This long fight has made me weary. My hands are stained. I no longer have the right to turn back. Kind humans, if you happen to meet my brother and sister, please tell them that I love them.
He's gonna...
I'd hoped to have one last chance to shout with the children, let us dance! And make a wishy with Mishy!
Miss Schneider!
Are we sure this wasn't part of some event?